There's these moments in our life that change everything.
My 5 children, where my youngest 2 are twins, one of them needed surgery. And we just had them. My wife's recovering. We had these twins and one needs surgery, and we're in the hospital for several days. And it came to a point where after I got out of the hospital and made sure my family was taken care of, that got my feet underneath me, I walked to the mailbox, grab a letter, and I have this form letter from the chapter that says, hey, listen, you've missed 3 meetings and we've now filled your spot. I had started that group. I led that group as a chapter president is what it was called. And, you know, I'd part of it for 10 years. And I remember thinking that day, 10 years I've spent with this group, that, boy, I wish I had a group that was more relational, not transactional. I wished I had relationships that were based on, hey, how are you? We've missed you. Where you been? Is everything okay? Are you alive? We haven't seen you for 3 weeks. Not a single person reached out, and I don't blame them. That was the structure and the culture of the group that had been organized. I knew the rules. I knew I needed to be there, but that wasn't the kind of group that I wanted, and that's when I set out to develop Master Networks.
But I'm building a network just like you. When I meet people, I'm trying to connect with them and see how they could add value to our event and to you. That's what all of this is about.
Me going out and networking with people and getting to talk to them and build relationships with them, that's been good for me. But then once I got into Master Network, it changed because everything was like exponentially much, much bigger, because now you're building relationships with people every single week, and you see these same people over and over, and they become your friends and almost like business partners. Even though you're not working together, you're actually feeding each other work, and it's really great.
So I have a close friend who is in Master Networks, and her husband became ill and she had to take some time away. And the beauty of having the network is that through the network, she was able to take time off to care for her husband while she could still work from home, because there were people out there who were supporting her. And she and I were talking about that one day, and I said, you know, this is the power. This is the power of the network, so that when you have a tough time, you've got your family, you've got your network there to support you, and that's what it's all about.
The team at Master Networks, my chapter, we're like family. And I know that when one of these people are out and somebody asks them, do you know a plumber? They're gonna say, yeah, I know a plumber, and I know a good plumber. And that's the benefit of it.
Education through events is a big part of what we do. And so we do local business training events, regional events where we bring people from the whole region together, and our national event called Connect.
Let's talk about Connect. Connect is an experience that when you walk in, there's people there from around the country that come in that learn how to grow their business. We've got amazing speakers and teachers and instructors and people that want to share their knowledge and what it's done for them.
Is it okay if I teach? Because the reality is I'm not really a speaker, I'm a teacher. And I will do my best to share with you, but I really like to come to events and learn something that I feel like I can implement right away.
You know, when I was in the real estate industry years ago, 2007, 2008, 2009, it was a tough economy. And the one thing that helped me through that to the best that I could was the size of my network, the ability to reach and lean and reach out to the people that were in my network. And listen, those times will come again. I don't know when, but they will come again. And that is not the time to go build your network. Now is the time to build your network. And so you might be sitting there thinking, am I the right fit for Master Networks? Is Master Networks the right fit for me? I want to assure you that you're in the right place at the right time. And I want to invite you to join us and join with a group of people like you, where you might be a new business and you could add a ton of energy to this group. You might be an experienced business that could add a tremendous amount of wisdom to those who are just launching and starting. And the value of support in a tribe like this is extremely important and critical in the venture of every business. So I want to invite you to join us today.